All Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the West. More specifically, we are in San Jose, California. More specifically, we are outside of an antique store by the name of Montebello Road. I'm actually here searching for a very rare treasure, and that is a West Coast Mold-A-Rama / mold-a-matic machine. Now, there's not very many out here on the West Coast. Generally, the both the mold companies are East Coast. The Mold-A-Matic company making mold-a-matics generally in the Florida region, with some other. I think they do Knoxville and Texas as well. And then the Mold-A-Rama company, based around the Midwest, handling the Chicagoland area into Milwaukee and a few in Minnesota and a few other areas. But here they supposedly have a mold machine here at Montebello Road. I think the only other West Coast mold machines I know in Las Vegas. They have two at the Pinball Museum. I think it's the Pinball Hall of Fame in Las Vegas. And they used to have some in Seattle, but I do not think they do anymore. So a very rare thing to find here on the West Coast. So let's go into Montebello Road and investigate. All right, so you see vintage antiques. Oh, they may have a few oddities in there as well. I just walked in the door. I can already smell it. There is a Mold-A-Rama in this building. I can smell the melty plastic. Okay, somehow when I walked in, I actually walked right past it. It's right here, literally next to the door. But yeah, this is a Disneyland version. These had these at Disneyland at one point long ago. Let's see, it has the castle there on the bottom. And look who is on display there. It is Brer Rabbit. I don't know that I even have a Brer Rabbit. And look at that. I don't know I've seen where they actually have them rotating there in their display case. That is amazing. Oh, Brer Rabbit there. Kind of fitting given his recent disappearance from the Splash Mountain in Florida. So kind of an homage to have him currently operating here. It's my understanding they actually switch out the molds here at this particular machine. So I guess fitting that he gets in a time of where he is being eliminated from Walt Disney World, that he's on display here in San Jose, California, and you're able to make your own Brer Rabbits. They actually have these shelves of molds for sale currently. Yeah, they have a great collection of molds there. There's octopuses there. Got the devil there at the bottom. I don't know if I've seen this cable car before. That's pretty cool. Yeah, some of these are from Florida. This was from a Halloween tribute store last year. This is one of my favorites of all time. It's the Dark Ride vehicle from the Universal tribute store. There's the clock from Back to the Future. This bank, I don't have this bank. I think this is currently running at Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago. And then of course Earl the Squirrel, the Christmas mold at Universal. We got Jaws there from Universal as well. All right, so it is time to give it a whirl. I paid $5 at the counter and give me a quarter to put in. And let's see. Yeah, see the Mold-A-Rama stamp there. So this is a Mold-A-Rama machine. Lady at the front city is coming out a little funny looking today, so we will see what he looks like. Fingers crossed that he's comes out in one piece. Oh, he looks good. Looks good there. There we go. There is our rare rabbit, pink rare rabbit. Came out perfectly. Awesome. Let's see, we do have some oddities here. It's a super spooky skeleton up there, and a wide variety of skulls. We got some old medical supplies there, and then over here you got what's that, like an artificial chin right there. And oh, whose eyeballs? Whose eyeballs are those? And it looks like an artificial heart as well. Look at these here, these shooting stars. This is like at a carnival when you have the BB gun, you have to try to shoot out all the red parts of the star. That's a European red-necked grebe. Little redneck there. And what's that up there? Is that Fat Man or Little Boy? I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Over in this section we have various Polynesian and tiki themed objects. Oh yeah, I love these tiki salt and pepper shakers there. And look at this wonderful flamingo tableau. And an absolute massive collection of these monkeys carved out of coconuts. Love these. Some baby dolls in here. And what is this? Some sort of cow-like creature. Yeah, look at some of the dolls in here. It's like a little monkey, and I don't know who this guy is right here. And down here we just got some spare parts. A big bowl of Moldarama parakeets here. That actually has Montebello Road stamped on them, so that's got the name of the antique shop. Yeah, they have some more Moldaramas for sale over here. These are $5 each, which that's actually quite a nice price for molds. A lot of times you'll see them more expensive. But oh no, look at that! Why does it always have to be Kewpies? Got the red. I actually do have a Moldarama Kewpie. I have a blue one. It's a red Kewpie there. Oh man, why do people love Kewpies so much? I'll never understand. This is some interesting stuff here. I think this might be the smallest pendant I've ever seen. Now this has me confused. This is a camel vulcanizing patches. These are patches for repairing holes in your tires. But it looks like, is that made by the same people that made Camel cigarettes? I'm confused. Big jar of Pez dispensers there. I really love that Batman right there. Some really cool Pez dispensers. Who's this guy? It's like some sort of Viking character there. I love this so much up here. I don't know what it is, but look at that green, the evil looking green character there, and the very happy orange. And then we have this Christmas dwarf set of 6. Wait a minute. Since when do dwarves comes in sets of 6? Shouldn't there be maybe like one more dwarf in there? It's an interesting deer head up there. Looks like he's been painted solid white. Some more toys and dolls over here, and look at these troll dolls. These are the giant ones. Look at that big troll right there. Looks like there's a outdoor section here out back. This orange plane here looks like probably some sort of piece of playground equipment for children. I'll peek in here. Oh, there's some crazy stuff in this little shed. What the heck? These are so cool here. These medical models. The inside of a jaw, inside of feet. Say inside of a worm there. This statue here says purchased due to unknown reasons. You know, I don't know. It's an interesting piece of art. It's got a duck on its head. This is a dentist phantom practice aid. That is super spooky. I'd love to have this in my collection. So it's $750. A little out of my price range, but that's amazing. Up on top, you can see the inside of a frog. This is neat. This is a carnival clown water target. So it's the carnival game where everyone has a squirt gun and squirts directly into the clown's mouth, and a balloon on top will usually pop. Yeah, all the antiques and art in this little shed here are from an antique dealer named Odd Frank. And there's some just wonderful and odd things in here. That's the inside of a cricket there. And inside, you have the inside of a giant eyeball. The rotating hand grenades there. This is a do not disturb mobile. I should probably start collecting do not disturb signs. I'm in so many hotels. So these other outbuildings here we can take a peek in. Oh, look at all those mannequin heads over there on the table. Here's some off-brand Jello known as Gel Well. Has anyone out there ever had any Gel Well? Leave a comment in the comment section. Nice little cement raccoon there. Some vintage postcards there. You have like these fold-out postcards. That one's from Yellowstone Park. There's a flock of fine turkeys, according to that. And I really like this style where it has like the map of the state with different like animals and points of interest on it. I just love that classic design. It's a really fascinating phone here. I guess you pick that up, but it's got the dial there on the bottom. It's really interesting. And I've never seen this before. This is a Viewmaster where you put the circular slides in to see the 3D images. But on the back we have the Luma View. This is a light for a Viewmaster. Normally you just point it out a window or at a lamp, but in case you don't have those things, this adds the light onto the back without having to point it at any light source. Some mannequin heads there with some nice hats. A very interesting needlepoint deer there. It's covered in this. Is that needlepoint? What would you call this type of fabric or covering, or is that just carpet? What kind of a deer is this? Leave a comment in the comment section. So Montebello Road, a fun antique shop here in San Jose. Got some cool vintage stuff as well as some oddities and weirdness, but it is the Moldarama capital of California. It is the only operating Moldarama machine in California. It said that they used to have another one here in San Jose at a Rocket Fizz, which is a chain that sells vintage and specialty sodas. But it looks like that has been closed down. I looked it up on Google. It said it is closed. So apparently this is the only Moldarama that they have here in California. And it looks like they rotate their mold, so they don't always have their the same mold. I was happy to get, where's my Brer Rabbit? I was happy to get Brer Rabbit there. I think it's fitting, like I said, that with the loss of Splash Mountain, that we take a moment to think about Brer Rabbit. But actually, they had some other molds for sale, and so I did purchase some of the other molds that I did not already have. I got the, just, you know, I always liked it when the places have their name stamped on it, so I got the Montebello Road bird there. What is that? Is that I think that's a cockatoo, isn't it? A cockatoo? That's the right bird, if I'm thinking correctly. So I got the cockatoo. I went ahead and got another Goofy. I had a Goofy. I think he fell and broke when my cats knocked him over and he broke. I think I glued them back together, but I went ahead and bought, these are $5 a piece, which is a good price. A lot of the machines cost even more than that to get them made. So, this is a good, solid Goofy there. And then I got a killer whale, also known as an orca. I'm not sure where this mold was featured, if that was from some aquatic animal park. Oh, look at that, that's a killer whale right there. Also, sticking with whales, it says it got a beluga whale. Now, I don't think that's really a beluga whale, if you look at it. I think that is a sperm whale, more like Moby Dick, but it says beluga whale on it. I love that anyways, I love that classic whale right there. And then I got the cable car. Oh, it does, okay, it does say San Francisco on it. So this is a San Francisco cable car right there. So you always wonder, like these molds, I always wonder where they were previously, because I think there used to be Mold-A-Ramas all over the country. I think they did have them on the West Coast. You see molds from places on the West Coast. But oh, I also grabbed this postcard here. This is a official Walt Disney postcard, because this is what Winnie the Pooh used to look like at Disney World. He would walk around. For some reason, he had a pot of honey on his head. The pot has a bee coming out of it. So yeah, this is the OG Winnie the Pooh. He doesn't look like this anymore. He's more streamlined Pooh, but that is the original. It's the original Walt Disney World Pooh that you could meet. I remember meeting this in the 80s, and this is back when the characters would just walk around the park. I remember seeing them, and even as a kid, I'm like, Pooh looks a little off. Well, Winnie the Pooh looks a little, because we met like Goofy and Mickey, and they all seemed, they had pretty good costumes, but I was like, I don't know, something about that Pooh, I don't know about him. But it's something else I wanted to check out here, so let's head on down the road. And just a quick correction, I think I said in my intro that I was in San Jose, California. I'm very close to San Jose, but actually Montebello Road is in Campbell, California. And check this out. We have a car wash inside of a riverboat. It's a Delta Queen Mississippi River style riverboat. Again, not sure, it's out in California. We have a Mississippi River themed riverboat that is also a car wash. But I've been trying out some interesting car washes recently. I know I just had my car washed not too long ago at the Dinosaur Car Wash in Los Angeles, but I figure how can I pass up the opportunity to get my car washed inside of a riverboat? So let's head inside. You can see the mighty riverboat up there as we drive into the lane. Appears to be extremely popular. There is an absolute massive line to get into the riverboat. Okay, heading through, putting a little bit of spray there on the hood of the car as we get ready to head in through the car wash here. Actually inside the belly of a riverboat. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. There's a guy standing there inside the car wash. Wonder what he's up to. Getting rinsed here. And the blowers. Some air jets right here. All right, and then he's spinning. Oh, a big spinning dryer there. Hey. Okay, I almost can't even believe this is happening, but I noticed before I went into the car wash, I was trying to turn the air on. It was getting a little warm, and the air coming out was hot. I didn't know why that was, but it looks like the check engine light went on. Oh, this is the rental car. The check engine light went on, and the car is overheating. And when I pulled out onto the street after getting the car wash, my car was like stammering, like it couldn't drive. I don't even know what. I guess I gotta call the rental car company. So what can I even say at this point? This is the third breakdown on this road trip. On my trip out west, this has been the third time the car has been rendered unusable. I had my turbocharger blow out in Cleveland. I had my the very next day I had my car rear-ended. It is still in the shop. And got this rental car in Columbus. Rental car was good. Didn't have any problems coming out here to California. I did have some phone problems. I had to get my phone reset. Was that without phone for 24 hours? It's a minor bump. Now this car is overheated. Yeah, just coming out of the car wash, it was as soon as I started trying to drive after the car wash, the car was like not wanting to drive. The steam started coming out of the hood, and wow, I'm frustrated. I'm baffled. I have been the past, you know, been doing this full time. Probably coming up on, what has it been, like 5 years now I've been doing this full time? And I've had some car problems along the way, but nothing like this. This is probably more car problems on this trip than I've had any trip so far. The good news is, it seems like this is something we can get fixed. I talked to Enterprise. They said they would send a tow truck to pick this car up and take it to the Enterprise dealership at the San Jose airport. They said that they sent me a link where I could get an Uber ride over to the same location, and they said they'll switch things out. And I'm happy. I'm happy it's not a big ordeal. I'm happy the problem was addressed quickly. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. You can never, don't want to count your chickens before they hatch. This could end up being more of a disaster. But at least I cleaned the car for him. At least I got it nice and shiny for Enterprise. But yeah, they're gonna send a tow truck. They're going to send an Uber, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we address this situation. We get this. We can get this situation. I don't know. I'm like in shock. I'm in shock because it just seems, I don't know. Do you believe in curses? Is this 3 curses? So is 3? Is that enough? Does that mean the curse is over? Now that I've had 3 breakdowns in one road trip, does that mean the curse is done with me? Wow. Okay, so yeah, hopefully we get this. They're gonna come get the car. They're gonna come get me. They're gonna take me to Enterprise. Hopefully, it's a smooth transition. We get a new rental car. Hooray! And then I guess we'll have to drive this rental car back to Columbus, and and at some point, my streak, I gotta break this this streak of bad luck, because at this point, if I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have much luck at all. So you can track the progress of the tow truck. It'll be here in 85 minutes. So give me plenty of time to say goodbye to this car. Oh, here comes the tow truck. All right, getting loaded into the tow truck now. All right, actually have me drive up onto the back of the tow truck now, so we're sitting here at an angle. All right, getting loaded up there. Gonna just take it to the airport, to Enterprise, and hopefully get it switched out for a working vehicle. Let me tell you something. There is nothing in this world that is as simple as it seems. So the tow truck driver drives me to this lot, and he says, this is where, you know, this is where you drop off, this is where we drop off the cars. This is where I take the cars to drop them off. I'm like, but I need to get a new car. I need to get my stuff. And there was an office there. I went there. The lady told me they're closed. That this location's closed. The airport is the location that's still open. So, meanwhile, the tow truck driver drops my car off. He's gone. He's out of there. And I go back out. I tried to call the airport location. No answers. Sitting there calling again. I get disconnected over and over again. No one's answering. So, I did what I felt was the right thing to do, and I got in the car. I turned it on. The check engine light was on, but it was cool that I drove it across the street to the San Jose airport. So I'm about to head in, and hopefully I can get a car. It's just like, this fix sounded so simple on the phone, but now I just cross my fingers and hope that goes smoothly from here. Alright, so good news. I got a brand new shiny Nissan Rogue to replace my rundown, broken down Nissan Rogue here. I just got to transport all this junk that I've accumulated from this trip into the new vehicle. Yeah, I bought 7 cases of Move limited edition zero sugar Coca-Cola because Jen loves this, and she's having a hard time finding it on the East Coast, so I went and bought her 7 cases of it to bring home. So we say goodbye to this Nissan Rogue. It got us pretty far, but couldn't make the entire journey, and now we hop aboard our new steed, a bigger, more advanced Nissan Rogue. My oh my. So yes, another. There is the new transportation for the remainder of this trip. I have to end up taking this. This will be the car I take back to Columbus and reclaim my original vehicle. It is a little bit nicer. I think it's a newer model than my last rental car. It's got this big screen here. Looks like a tablet. So yeah, it's plenty comfortable. It's just man, it just what a hassle. So I'd say my strongest emotion today was just shock. Like, I almost couldn't even be mad. I almost just couldn't even muster up the energy to be like, ah, because it's become pretty much comedic at this point. All the bumps in the road on this particular road trip. Like I said, I've been traveling for 5 years full time now, and never have I had this many car problems. I've had flat tires here and here and there, and issues, and ran out of gas a couple times, but like, just this trip has been consistent. So yeah, you get a car. I had a car had problems. I had to have the turbocharger replaced on my Equinox. The very next day I was rear-ended, and the car was rendered undrivable, and I got my rental car, which lasted a while, a fair amount of time, a few weeks. That was back in mid-January, and then today the car just explodes. Just did explode, but yeah, the engine light came on. It was hot. I should have known. Like, I don't know a lot about cars, but before, you know, when I was leaving the antique shop, I was trying to, the air coming out of the car was really hot. When I turned the car on, I was sitting there in the car, and I was like, man, why is the air so hot? I turned on the air conditioner, and it didn't even, it just kept being warm. So that should have been a red flag that I didn't pick up on. And then, you know, with the then right after the car wash, I got out, and it was just started stuttering. I pulled off into the nearest parking lot, and had to make arrangements. Of course, like I said, it's nothing simple. Everything is like automatic. Everything is done by computer programs and machines, and it's really hard to actually talk to a person. And then one person tells you one thing, the person that shows up treats you like an idiot because what they say is different. And oh my gosh, and then so many cross wires. But I'm relieved. I'm back on the road, back in a car. It's just, like I said, it's just comedic at this point. How many issues and snafus, is more gonna happen? Like, I don't know. Is three a good number? Three car breakdowns. I'll leave out I won't even get into talking about my phone problems. But I'm not here to feel sorry for myself or to boo-hoo or anything like that. I'm just, as an observer of my own life, I'm just like, what the heck? What's going on? Why? But we're keeping on the road. We're keeping on that long lonesome road. Also today, this is just a random, I'll just throw this out there because this is just a random, another thing that happened today. And this isn't a bad thing. It's just a thing. My divorce was finalized today. In North Carolina, you know, of course, me and Christy have been living apart for over a year now. Obviously, I've been seeing someone else, Jen. But you know, North Carolina, it's a longer process than most states to get divorced. You have to be you know, separate for at least a year. So finally was able to get that filed, and it was finalized. Christy actually called me today and told me that we were no longer married, that she is now my ex-wife. And then, you know, this is coming a long way, so it's not, you know, it's not something that's like shocking or that I'm, you know, affects me in some serious way. But you know, this is a vlog where I discuss my life and my travels, and that's part of my life. Today, my marriage legally ended, and then there was other adventures today too. But I did get that Mold-A-Rama Brer Rabbit. That was awesome. I found some other Mold-A-Ramas I didn't have here in California, a land with no Mold-A-Ramas, and I found a oasis in the land of no Mold-A-Ramas in Campbell, California. But you know what? During these problems, during these issues, you guys have been great. I've been so much support, so much positive energy. So I know it's just another day, just a day of the life here. But I appreciate you guys being as positive as you are, being as wonderful as you are. I think you know, this community that we have here on YouTube, it's been a place of positivity. I think there's a lot of negative communities out there, and I think for the most part, obviously there's some people that get negative and get weird, but I think my audience is just you know, it seems like a really positive group of people, and you guys have been amazing with coming along with me and supporting me and seeing me through all these trials and tribulations of the long, lonesome road. So thank you so much. Can't thank you guys enough. It's you guys' support that allows me to stay on the road, that allows me to be able to work through these issues. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we'll just keep chugging along, and we will be keeping this train on the track, keeping this boat on the water and keeping this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.